Let me turn you to the money question. You are co-chair of one group that is putting ads on the air, usually concerning people's candidates' support for or against Israel, and do not disclose the donors. Would you do that? Would you give me the name of the donors for those ads?
No, of course not. Because,
why not?
Well, because these are issue ads, and under the laws of the United States and repeated court rulings...
But they're attacking Joe Sestak, so that's not quite an issue ad. That's don't vote for this guy.
No, it doesn't. It never says in the ad, don't vote. If you say vote for or vote against, then it is a direct political ad.
And the law requires... That's a nuance.
Well, look,
Do you think voters don't come away from that thinking, oh, I shouldn't vote for Joe Sestak?
I don't write the laws, and I don't make the court decisions. And the courts have said, for very good reasons, I might say, that in these kinds of ads, there doesn't have to be disclosure. The first court decision on this involved the NAACP in Alabama. Somebody wanted to get their list of donors, bigots wanted to get the list of donors, so they could harass the people that were donating to the NAACP. The reason this disclosure issue is so important, Candy, quite frankly, is that on the left in this country, there has been in recent years campaigns of intimidation and outright thuggery when people have put their names on the line and promoted conservative ideas. So you're saying that the main reason that you wouldn't tell me the donors who are putting these ads up trying to influence the outcome of an election, you're telling me that they are afraid that they'll be harassed if people know they are pro-Israel? I think one of the factors is that some of these folks are Democrats, and they don't want to alienate Democratic friends and people that they work with. Isn't that what democracy is all about? You stand up and you say, here's what I'm for, here's what I'm against. Isn't democracy about someone being able to look at the television and go, oh, this Democrat put out this ad against this Democrat, that's interesting. If they don't know, it is coming at them in a vacuum. Is that democracy? Well, Candy, where was all this concern about democracy when Barack Obama 2 years ago was raising a massive amount of money, more than any time in the history of the United States? He had tens of thousands of donations that he did not disclose the names of. There's a lot of evidence that many of those donations may in fact have come from foreign citizens, not Americans. In fact, there was a couple of brothers in Gaza who gave $17,000 to the Obama campaign, and they gave that money back only after outside groups found that problem and disclosed it. So for Mr. Axelrod and these guys suddenly to be on their high horse and say that they're defending democracy when for years the left has done this, including the unions, and nobody said a word.
Gary Bauer, I can't thank you enough for coming in and joining us. This is an interesting discussion, as always, gets people moving in the morning, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Before moving on, we want you to know we did ask the Chamber of Commerce, American Crossroads, Crossroads GPS, and the American Action Network to provide a leader of their organizations to appear this morning. They were either unwilling or unable to join us, which is why we're glad that Gary Bauer did.